Yo, what's going on? My name is Dajohn White, CEO, co-founder of the Rebels of Peace, and we in the studio again with me and
Uh, Adik.
Katie.
Yeah, that's my name. And today we're going to have questions and quotes from wise people throughout the time. So I'm going to read a bunch of quotes from people. I'm not going to say who it is until afterwards. And then Dajohn is going to share how that affects the stuff he's been working with the people in Chicago. Okay? You ready?
Yeah.
You know, in 200 years, people are they're gonna reference quotes from you.
Yes, sir.
You believe so?
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
There's already quotes from you.
Yeah, a lot of them. Cause I'm the man. I'm the man.
All right. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. First quote. All right. People suffer often more in imagination than in reality.
Yeah. I will agree with that too. Yeah, cause and like reality, stuff ain't really always as it seems. Well, stuff ain't really always as scary. It's basically you creating this like the scariness of it. Like in your imagination, you thinking something that's so terrifying, but really in reality, it's a piece of cake.
Right.
Like you're creating that fear, but in just reality, it's not really scary. You just gotta stop creating that negative energy and start thinking of positive parts. I think that's what I want to say. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, I totally see. I think it's a very profound quote. I'm not going to tell who it is yet, but I got another one for you. Okay. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor.
I can't really understand that one. But the guy that craves more is poor. Um, like I think people just being too greedy. They not like good with what they got. Like a man can like come home with no gifts or nothing, and his kids come running into his arms. He feel like he got the world. Like a different man can come home with all these toys and everything, with all the glamorous stuff, and his kids won't even hug him. They just take the toys. So really, you got all this stuff, but you still got nothing.
Right. Yes. Like it reminds me of, I think it's Bob Marley. You know, people ask him about, being rich.
Mm-hmm.
He said, money doesn't make you rich.
Right.
Having stuff doesn't make you rich. There's something more intangible that actually makes you rich.
Right.
And there's a lot of people with a lot of money that are poor in like a metaphor sense.
Yeah, they poor as in like mentally, not like physically poor.
Right.
They not mentally rich because they don't got that real stuff. They got all the materialistic stuff. They don't got like that real love, that real family, that real structure. They got all of just money ball stuff.
Right.
So basically, they mentally poor.
All right. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power.
Wait, what?
Most powerful is he who has himself his own power.
Is you saying like
this is ancient, so
right,
the wording
the
is
word
that.
is retarded. I would say like, so he who has, from my knowledge, I'm guessing that it's saying like, if he had control over himself, he's at his most powerful. That's how I would say it, because he who has powers over himself. I'm thinking that's what it means. Like if you have full control of yourself, like your mind, your physical appearance, everything, you have control over everything, then you're at your most powerful. But
Right.
if you let other people influence what you do, influence your mindset, influence how you look at yourself, you have no power over yourself. You gave somebody else your power, so you're not at your most powerful peak because you're not in full control. I think I just did that. I just did that.
Yeah, I think to me, like, power is often, some people think that you're powerful if you can do certain things outside in life or are powerful over people. But basically, this quote to me is saying, like, the best or the most powerful power is the one you have over yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Come from the inside.
I agree.
All right. Cool. All right. This one is interesting. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body.
Okay, difficulty straight to the mind, because I would say I agree with that. Because when you in difficult situations, your mind gotta think outside the box and create different paths to go to get out of that difficult situation, which is strengthening your mind for, like, if you ever get to another difficult situation, it would be a piece of cake because your mind already strengthened to go through that stage. Just like the baby thing. I think a woman's body gets stronger after they have a baby. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know.
Well, maybe not the body, but, like, do you think going through difficulties would strengthen the mind, or are there cases
The
where
mindset, I think it would be the mindset, because you gotta be ready. Oh, I don't know. I think you gotta be ready. Like, it strengthens the mindset, as in like you mentally ready to, like, I don't know. Just throwing baseballs here, like, catch one. I don't know.
well, it's a hard one to me. It depends. Like, if you take the body, if you challenge the body, it will grow, but also you can over challenge it and it will get hurt. Sometimes temporarily, it has to heal if you go over a certain threshold, or sometimes in a more, like, long-term way, it can has an effect. And I think sometimes a certain amount of challenge in your mind is good because it helps you grow. But there's a way we can go over the threshold of a person where it becomes more damaging in a way. You know, if you can't handle something happening, then you wouldn't immediately grow. You might later, but we all have a threshold. And if you go over that, I don't think you always grow, but I think it is within humans to grow through difficult circumstances.
Agree. I think you said it a lot of brighter ways.
No.
You feel me?
All right, I got another one. Today I escaped from anxiety, or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside.
I think you should repeat that one.
All right. Today I escaped from anxiety, or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perception, not outside.
Okay, I can comment up on the end part.
Okay.
Because, like, I would feel like that means, like she knew that she was creating the anxiety because she was.
How do you know it's a her? Is she?
Look, I'm throwing baseballs here. Catch one. So I would say that she would. The person is. They realized that they was creating the anxiety in their mind. They was creating all these different type of scenarios, these type of pictures that cause the anxiety. Like, you just thinking of, like, the worst gonna happen, so you get to all the anxiety symptoms. But when she realized that when they realized that they was causing all the problems,
right?
And it wasn't the outside world. She knew that. Well, they knew that they can fix it. It was just getting the thoughts out their head.
Right. Okay.
I would say it.
Awesome. All right. Who do you think these quotes were from?
Um,
It's going to be hard to guess. I'm going to be honest.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to guess these names because I don't want to say anything. I'm gonna be throwing baseballs and no one's gonna catch it.
All right. Do you know about Stoicism?
Stoicism?
Yeah, it's a philosophy from like ancient times.
No, I don't know what stoicism.
All right. So there was the first quote was from a guy named Seneca, and the other guy was from Marcus Aurelius. You know Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, back in the day.
Marcus is it like Spartacus? His name was
Yeah.
Marcus. His name was Marcus.
It's from the Spartacus time. Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, I know that.
So there's a bunch of letters that these guys wrote to each other that people found where they gave advice to each other about life, and they found these people and they basically wrote books about them. So that was Seneca and Marcus Aurelius. Okay, you ready for the next ones?
Wait, all those was just from two people?
Uh-huh.
Yikes! Who big?
It's a lot. There's a lot of wisdom in those people. All right. All right. What about this one? Only in the darkness can you see the stars.
Only in the darkness you can see the stars. I feel like you gotta, how I view it, you gotta be in the dark to know what the light, to know what the light is. Like you gotta go through some type of pain to know what happiness is. Like if you always in a good mood, you won't actually know what good is until you've been through some type of hurt. And like you can't see the stars up in the daytime, obviously. So I'm guessing. Yeah, I think is what I want to say is that you got to go through something to see what true goodness is. You gotta, even in the dark times, you can still see the good.
That's good. That's really good. Yeah. All right. Here's another one. Same person. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. You want me to read it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men.
I feel like that means that as far as war, like the people that's in command, they head not on straight. Just I would say they head not on straight. They not like thinking clearly. They just want to win a war, and they basically point missiles at people that shouldn't be pointing missiles at. Like if their head was on strong, they wouldn't be pointing missiles at people. They'd try to work through stuff.
Right.
I'm guessing that's what I want to say. No, that's what I want to say, but I'm guessing that's correct.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think there's a correct answer, but yeah. Yeah, I think that one's really deep, like, you know, whether you will call it spiritual or not, but like technology and the growth of what you can do with the weapons we have and what we can do as humans without having our mind, you know, as you said, our mind straight is really, really dangerous. Can really destroy lives.
Yeah, because it's like with guns too. Like if you aim your gun at like somebody in your mind is just messed up, you just want to just shoot, without even thinking, because your mind messed up. So since you got a gun, since you got a missile, you're gonna use it.
Right.
Because you hurt or on some type of pain, so you just want to do something.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you might have heard this one, and you might guess the guy. Oh, I said it was a guy now. All right. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that.
I'm guessing that it means two wrongs won't make it right. That's how I would say it. Just two wrongs don't make it right. It gotta be an equal thing. Like, there gotta be some type of good, gotta be some type of bad. Because it's gonna overflow. So I believe that just means that two wrongs don't make it right. You can't fight fire with fire. It's gonna make it more fire. So yeah, I think that's what it is.
All right. Do you know who had those quotes?
Dr. Martin Luther King.
It's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All of those or Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. We got a couple more. All right. We're going to switch it up. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude.
I heard that before. I don't know who that's by. But
Maybe a teacher. All right. If you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change your attitude. You know.
Okay. I think that's like being open-minded about a lot of stuff. Like, if you don't like it, change it. You can't change it, change your attitude. Like, as far as like, if you don't like something, you can try to change it. Like, say I'm gonna put it in school wise. If you don't like the school rules, you can try to change it. But if you can't change the school rules, you gotta live with the rules. You gotta just try to put your pride aside, put your attitude aside to get to the point where you want to be at. As far as teamwork, like if you don't like a teammate, you can't kick him off the team. So you just gotta work with him. Put your attitude aside to get to the bigger goal. Like, try to see the bigger picture.
Right.
That's how I'll put it.
Okay. Cool. All right. We got another one. My work is to be honest. My work is to try to think clearly, then have the courage to make sure that what I say is the truth.
These are so complicated quotes.
I know. I've got to stretch your mind a little bit.
Okay,
you know?
repeat that one.
All right. So this is someone who said this, and it's just if you agree or if you have a comment. If I could switch it to mine to you, I'll say it about you. So your work is to be honest. Your work is to try to think clearly, then have the courage to make sure that what you say is the truth.
I agree. I have no feedback.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. All right, you probably heard this one too. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
Yeah, I believe that too. Cause me personally, I didn't forget about what a lot of people did. Like, as far as like, not like did to me, but did in general, like going outside. I forgot about what a lot of people did. But I never forget how somebody made me feel. If it's positive energy or negative energy, I won't never like. I can never unfeel what I felt, but I can always forget what happened.
Cool. Ready for another one?
See,
you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have.
you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have.
Right. There's no limit
To creativity. Yeah, your mind can just flow. Like, that's how I be. Like, when I be talking about like the Rebels headquarters, like the Rebels Youth Center.
Right.
There's no limit to how I can think. I'm gonna
Right.
think of an airplane there. I'm gonna think of everything. Like, creativity has no limit because it's something new can be created every day, every second.
Right.
So just let your mind run free. There's no limit to how deep you can go or how far you can go.
That's true. We got to create that center.
Yes, sir.
You're going to come next time, look at that building.
Yes, Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, I got two more from the same person. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated.
I strongly believe in that. I'm gonna use my little quote that I be saying about the mountains. Like cause when you climbing a mountain, like a big mountain, it's gonna be a lot of barriers, a lot of things trying to knock you back down to where you started from. Like, gonna be boulders, gonna be snow, rain, a lot of stuff that's coming towards you, coming down towards you, try to push you back down to where you started from. But you can't be defeated. You gotta keep on climbing, keep on striving. Even if you do get knocked down, don't feel defeated. You can always get back up and do it over. Like, just try until you succeed. Never take defeat, because when you take defeat, you will always feel like a failure. If you don't want to feel like no failure, just keep on going. No matter how many rocks got thrown at you, how much rain it is, how much snow it is, your main goal is getting to the top of the mountain. Get to the top of the mountain, you're good.
How do you, what do you need to know about the mind in order to do that?
You gotta know that you can stop yourself. Like, your biggest competition is yourself. If you go on a mountain telling yourself you can't do it, you're already lost. You go up on a mountain with that strong mindset, telling yourself, I'm gonna do this. I can make it. No matter what get in my way, I can do it. Once you do that, you already got the mindset that you're gonna win, and you're gonna win.
Okay. Last one from this person that I'm gonna have you guess. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better.
Agreed, no comment.
All right, I gotta find a new one. It's only agree one. All right. Someone was hurt before you, wronged before you, hungry before you, frightened before you, beaten before you, humiliated before you, raped before you, yet someone survived. You can do anything you choose to do.
I agree. Because somebody can go through hell. Like, growing up with that messed up background, messed up family, it's a messed up background. But if you choose to let that keep you down, it's going to keep you down. But if you choose to try to prevail and try to overcome that and make something better of yourself, then you're going to do it. Like, you got control of what you want to do. Bam.
Yeah, and I also think that you can only do what you know. Like, what you did in the past, you couldn't do anything different because that's what you saw and that's what you know. But as soon as you get new knowledge, you can actually do something new. And that makes everybody kind of innocent with what they know, but it also, as soon as you know something, you're responsible. You're not innocent anymore because now you know.
Now you know about it.
But before you knew, it's just like, yeah, that's an innocent mistake. But as soon as you get some side of knowledge, that's all within you then. It's done. Like, so that's like the ultimate, like, knowing that you have everything you need inside of you. It's like, great. But it's also like, oh, I can't blame anyone else now. I can't blame anything. It's all within me.
Like, if you ain't know how to mop a floor correctly, and you just mop the floor, you left water all over your mama floor.
Yeah.
She can't get mad at you because you ain't know no better.
Right.
But after she tell you, hey, son, daughter, bring the mop out, then mop the floor. After she tell you that and you still leave water on the floor, you got to get in trouble because you knew.
Oh, you got to tell that to my wife. Then, That's how it is. Exactly how it is. I'm like, I don't know. It's stuff that's obvious to her that I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't
know.
I didn't know about it.
I thought the floor was going to dry.
Right. All right. So who do you think that was?
Booker T.
Booker T? Who's that? Who's that?
This is a wrestler.
It's a wrestler? Okay, it's not a wrestler.
I don't know who that is.
It was Maya Angelou.
I was thinking her, but I didn't want to say her.
Why not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I swear I was thinking that. I
No.
just didn't want to say it.
Yeah, she had a lot of good ones. I was just scrolling trying to figure out which one to pick. So a lot of people said a lot of smart things. Yeah. All
A lot
right.
of people.
What's your quote of the day? What should we finish with?
Quote we should finish with is I gotta say like a my quote.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Quote I would say is I'm gonna take somebody else's quote.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Kevin Durant quote. His quote is hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard.
Say that again.
Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard.
What does that mean to you?
That means to me is like anybody can have the talent, but if they ain't got that hard work, the dedication, they not gonna succeed. But if you got the hard work, the dedication for it, you gonna strive. Like if you got that mindset that you're gonna be great and you work hard for it every day, pushing yourself to the limit, the outcome is gonna be awesome because you worked hard for it. Because talent, you can't always win up on talent. You gotta put in some type of effort.
Right. Yeah. I like that because it's like it's true, but like not everyone wants to live their life like that. Some people just don't care about talent or about getting good at something and just want to enjoy their lives.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think there are people who I think we're all kind of born with a natural tendency or a natural, some would call it a gift or a talent or something that comes really, really natural to you. And, you can do that, but I think the combination of that and actually acting on the ideas that you have and put those into action is could really change the world. I think there's so many people who have ideas about what to do that don't put them into the world. They just kind of recycle them in their mind, talk about it, talk with their friends about it, talk to themselves about it, but they don't put it out into the world. And there's a lot of people with extreme talent, but for whatever reason, they don't use it. And I think that's fine if that's when you want to live your life. But I think that's what really can change the world is that people wake up to basically what their gift is, whatever comes natural to them, and then put it into the world, share it. That's how people have changed the world, in my opinion.
Change the world is the best. Make your mark on the world.
You're gonna make your mark on the world?
Yes, sir.
All right. So last question: 20 years from now, how old are you gonna be? You're gonna be 39. 39. Imagine you're 39 now. Okay. I know, is that crazy? All right, imagine
you're bald.
You're never going to be bald. You think so? With that hair?
Hope I don't.
All right, so you're 39 years old, and you're looking at yourself. What would you want to kind of tell yourself as a 19-year-old? Remember, you're 39 years old. You lived a whole life. What would you tell yourself?
Give it your all. Just give it your all. Anything you do, give it your all. Because right now, I regret a lot of stuff that I did in the past that I ain't, finished stuff out. So I would just tell myself, to finish it out. Don't start none and then don't finish out. Because once you stop that one time, you're a quitter. And I don't want to be a quitter. So just finish strong. That's it.
That's deep. Just a lot of. Well, I'm glad you tell that to yourself when you're 19, because I think we all feel that to some extent. Mm-hmm. We always can feel like we can do more if we want to. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. You want to close it out? Anything you want to tell to the viewers? Or the listeners on the podcast?
No. I don't want to say anything, but just listen to it, share it out. If you feel me, show us some love. That's it.
All right.
Boom.
Thank you so much, guys. You can, of course, watch this live, or you can also listen to it on the podcast when we're done. We're going to upload it in the next few days. Thank you so much.
Boom.